Hello, this is Caitlin Temmelty, and this is my inquiry-based unit plan. My inquiry question began as, how does the lack of reading over long breaks within the school year, such as summer break, affect the reading progress and learning skills of young children? After reading Solving the Problem of Summer Reading Loss by James Kim and Thomas White, my inquiry question changed a little bit. Now I'm focusing on how can students, parents, and teachers help to prevent summer reading loss, focusing more on what students do, what the parents can do, and what the teachers can do to help prevent the summer reading loss and help them to progress from the end of the school year to the beginning of the next school year. My inquiry topic came about because of experiences that I've had within my own classroom. Let me give you a little bit of background information. I've been a third grade teacher for the past 4 years in a low to middle income district. My classes have ranged from between 18 to 24 students, and currently this year a quarter of my students are ESL. At the beginning of each new school year, teachers are given a card for each student from the previous year's teacher. On this card is included background information on the student, academic information, and behavioral information. One of the things included is their reading level at the end of the previous year. And as I've reviewed this, based on how I've tested them at the beginning of our school year, I've seen some students that have remained around the same reading level, but a majority of the students that have decreased or declined in their reading level. So that's how my inquiry question began, was what can I do as a teacher to help prevent this decline, or at least help keep their reading ability at the same level. My plan is comprised of 3 different groups. The first group is parents, the second, students at school, and third, students at home. These groups, along with the teacher, are going to work to improve or keep the students remaining at the same reading ability from the end of one school year to the beginning of the next. Our objectives are to teach parents how to complete fluency assessments on their child's reading ability, to explain to students how to use comprehension strategies while reading independently, and to improve or maintain students' reading level from one year to the next. As we know, student success in reading is not only based on comprehension, but also on fluency. That's where parent involvement comes in. Teachers would hold an information meeting where parents could come and receive a packet filled with information and directions on how to provide fluency assessments on their child. The teacher would model how to do this, and parents would have a chance to practice assessing their child's fluency with the guidance of a teacher. This is an example of a fluency chart that parents would complete for their child throughout the course of the summer. What we're looking for is not only the words per minute that they're able to read, but we're also looking on how expressively they're reading. We're looking for intonation and inflection, and we're hoping to see an improvement of this throughout the summer. Now we're moving on to the role of the students and the teacher at school. First, the teacher is going to have to conduct a QRI or a DRA to identify the student's reading level. In my school, we also use a program called the SRI, the Scholastic Reading Inventory, which gives the lexile for each student and also provides a list of books that the students may find interesting, which would help us later on in this unit plan. Now that the student's reading level has been obtained, they will be put into small groups to build their comprehension skills. Now, since this is the end of the year, comprehension skills should have already been taught. These are just meant to be used as a review group to teach students how to use each skill as they're reading independently over the summer. The teacher will provide a mini lesson and a skills review on things such as questioning, inferring, identifying the main idea, visualizing, author's purpose, and determining importance. The teacher will also review with the students a student information packet that they will complete throughout the duration of the summer. Within the packet, students will find information such as books that they may find interesting, and where they can locate these books, either at a local library or a local bookstore. They will also find a reading log that they are to complete throughout the course of the summer. On this reading log, they will include their date, the title and author of the book that they're reading, the pages that they read that day, and a skill that they're working on targeting. Depending on their skill, they will either write a question, a connection, or an observation based on their reading for that day. This will help students keep track of their thinking throughout their book and will also provide next year's teacher a look at what the student has been working on over the course of the summer. As we know, organization can be one of the biggest challenges of being a teacher. For this unit, the teacher has to be extremely organized. They have to be able to work with parents and students all at the end of the year, which can be a very busy time. The teacher needs to do some research of titles that are available at the local library and local bookstores so that students know where they can find books that are on their reading level. I always provide my students with a book at the end of the year, so this would at least start them off for their first book that they're going to read on their own. Parent involvement is also key. As we know, a lot of parents are busy with their own schedules, both work and with other children. It's very important that they'll be able to devote some time to working with their child on fluency. Finally, I think that students should be acknowledged for the hard work that they do throughout the summer and the progress that hopefully they have made. This may depend on the teacher, but I might hold an ice cream party or something where students can feel proud of the work that they've done, and also give students a time to reflect on what they've done and maybe what has worked for them and what has worked for their fellow classmates. I hope this video has provided you with some information on how to prevent the summer reading loss in students. Thanks for watching.